All right, get ready to dive in. Today we're looking at something, well, I guess you could say it's pretty serious.
Okay, I'm intrigued.
We're talking about sea moss.
Sea moss.
Yeah, sea moss. Turns out it might be a lot more than just, that stuff clinging to rocks on the beach.
Right, right.
So there's this company, Sea Moss Superfood Organics.
Okay.
And they're making a splash with all these new products, gels, gummies, even supplements.
Interesting. So they're really going all in on this sea moss trend.
Yeah, and they're calling it a superfood. But, is it really? That's what we're going to find out today.
It's a good question. I mean, we see superfoods slapped on a lot of things these days.
Exactly. So we got to be, a little skeptical.
Absolutely. Critical thinking is key, especially when it comes to health and wellness claims.
Okay, so full disclosure, we've got Sea Moss Superfood Organics press release in front of us.
Got it.
And wow, they are not holding back on the potential benefits of this sea moss. We're talking immune support, better digestion, glowing skin, natural energy.
Hold on, even weight management.
Weight management, they say. They're mentioning all these minerals. Potassium, magnesium, calcium.
Well, those are definitely important nutrients.
Yeah, but are they really packed into this sea moss like they claim?
Yeah.
What do you think? Is this stuff a nutritional powerhouse or just, savvy marketing?
Well, first, I think it's important to remember that the term superfood, while catchy, doesn't actually have a strict scientific definition.
That's a good point.
But it is true that sea moss is naturally rich in various nutrients. Now, whether those nutrients are present in amounts significant enough to produce all those specific benefits, well, that often requires more research to fully validate.
Makes sense.
So let's break down some of these claims a bit. We'll start with potassium, since they highlighted that.
Okay, yeah, potassium.
Sea moss actually contains almost double the amount of potassium per serving compared to a banana.
Wow, really? I always think of bananas when I think of potassium.
Right. It's interesting because bananas are often touted for their potassium content, but sea moss actually packs an even bigger punch.
Okay, so then what does potassium actually do for us? Why do we need it?
Potassium is crucial for a whole lot of bodily functions. It helps regulate blood pressure, it supports healthy muscle function, it even plays a role in nerve signaling.
Okay.
So yeah, pretty important stuff.
It sounds like it.
Yeah.
Okay, what about these other minerals? They mentioned magnesium and calcium too, right?
Exactly. Magnesium is another one that's involved in hundreds of bodily processes.
Hundreds?
Yeah, things like energy production, muscle recovery, even mood regulation.
Wow.
And sea moss happens to be a pretty decent source of it. And then, of course, there's calcium.
Yeah, calcium. That one we all know, right? Good for the bones.
Exactly. Essential for building and maintaining strong bones, preventing osteoporosis.
So are all these benefits just from the minerals?
Mm-hmm.
Or is there more going on here? I know they mentioned fiber and prebiotics too for digestive health.
Right. You're right. There's more to the story. Sea moss is a good source of soluble fiber, which, as you might know, can help keep things moving smoothly in the digestive system. It also contributes to feeling full and satisfied after eating, which can be helpful for weight management, I suppose. But what's particularly interesting about sea moss is its prebiotic content.
Prebiotics. Now, those are different from probiotics, right?
Exactly. Probiotics are the actual beneficial bacteria that live in your gut. Prebiotics, on the other hand, are types of fiber that essentially act as food for those good bacteria.
Oh, I see.
They help create a healthy environment in your gut, a balanced microbiome, and we're learning more and more about just how important a healthy gut microbiome is for, well, pretty much everything.
Everything.
Well, maybe not everything, but it influences a lot. Your immune system, digestion, mental health, even skin health.
Skin health. Wait, is that how it helps with the whole glowing complexion thing?
Could be part of it. Sea moss also contains compounds like fucoidan.
Good.
Yeah, it's a type of polysaccharide, and it's been studied for its potential anti-inflammatory and antioxidant properties.
Okay, so remind me, how do those relate to skin?
Well, inflammation and oxidative stress are two major contributors to skin aging. They can lead to wrinkles, dullness, all those things we're trying to avoid. So there's a lot of scientific interest in how fucoidan, with its anti-inflammatory and antioxidant effects, might be able to support skin health from the inside out.
That's interesting. So it's not just about, putting sea moss on your face or something.
No, not at all. It's about nourishing your skin from within. And this is actually where the partnership between Sea Moss Superfood Organics and Premier Research Labs comes in. Have you heard of them?
Premier Research Labs. Rings a bell.
They're known for their really rigorous scientific approach to developing their products. They use high-quality ingredients, toxin-free formulations, all that good stuff.
Got it. So their involvement kind of lends some, legitimacy to these Sea Moss products.
Exactly. It suggests that Sea Moss Superfood Organics is taking a serious, science-backed approach to developing their products.
Speaking of products, I gotta say, those gummies sound pretty tempting.
Yeah.
A lot easier to take than, trying to figure out how to eat actual seaweed, you know?
I hear you. Convenience is a big factor for a lot of people, especially these days when everyone's so busy. And let's be real, gummies are just more fun to take than pills or powders.
Totally. It's like sneaking in some wellness without even trying.
Exactly. But, with any supplement, any health trend, it's important to remember that everyone's different.
Good point.
What works for one person might not work for another, and it's always a good idea to do your own research, talk to your doctor or healthcare provider before you start taking anything new.
Absolutely. Always good advice. So, okay, let's wrap this up. We've learned that sea moss is this, nutrient-packed algae that's been used for centuries in traditional medicine.
Right.
It's gaining popularity now as a potential source of all these amazing health benefits. And companies like Sea Moss Superfood Organics are making it a lot more accessible.
Right. Gels, gummies, supplements, they're definitely making it easier to incorporate into your routine.
Exactly. And their partnership with premier research labs, that definitely adds some credibility.
Definitely.
If anyone out there is intrigued and wants to learn more, I think their website's a good place to start. It's seamosssuperfoodorganics.com.
Great resource.
So, as we wrap up our deep dive into sea moss, I'd love to leave you with something to think about.
Okay, I'm listening.
Given how much interest there is these days in, natural wellness, natural solutions, and sustainable living, how might ingredients like sea moss shape the future of health and well-being?
That's a great question. Really gets you thinking about the bigger picture.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's all the time we have for today. Thanks for joining us for another deep dive.
It's been a pleasure.